Welcome back. I'm Kieran Siemens, and this is my Inky World. And you're very welcome. You're very welcome to come and watch every single day of the week. There's drawings every day, sometimes two a day if you're very lucky. So, what is this thing of having a channel? It's a very strange thing to have a YouTube channel because now I'm bombarded by numbers. And, I've worked in animation for 30 years, I've had my own animation studio. I've worked for Disney. I've made 14 feature films and thousands of TV series like Dennis the Menace, Horrid Henry, The Moomins, Cramp Twins, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff that made me feel incredible. But what happens when you have a YouTube channel? All of a sudden, you get this information about you're now up 97%. Wow! You get all excited. This month I've dropped 27%. Oh my God, why? Why? 27% of what? 97% of what? Before, I would work on a drawing and I'd be working on a movie and I'd be just making that one drawing beautiful and I'd be just worried about the drawing and nothing else. You people, you kind of were never there. I mean, you're there, but you're not there as in a number. So it's quite an incredible thing now all of a sudden. When I finish a drawing, I get numbers. I get 67%, 27%, 13%, 100%, 10 zillion squillion percent. So it's all a strange thing. But for me, it's just the drawing. I love the drawing. I love your comments and I love the drawing. So let's do some drawing. So welcome back. Back to this ink. Back to the important things. Numbers are not important. Ink. Drawings. Fun is important. And my day is spent drawing. And that's what I love. That's what I enjoy. If I get a comment from you, it means much more to me than numbers at the bottom of the screen or percentages. So, if you want to make me happy, send me a comment. Right. So, let's get in and do some... Ooh. Let's get in and just do some drawing. And as usual, I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea. I'm just enjoying the line. I'm just enjoying the process. And if you enjoy the whole working process, it's a beautiful day, right? If you start worrying about numbers, don't like that pen. If you start worrying about numbers, then you start to go a little bit doolally. I think it's like, you're gonna cook. You're gonna cook a nice dinner for your loved one, and at the same time you're worried about what he's going to be wearing or she's going to be wearing, and you worry about that while you're cooking. It's like, why? It's the same way with these numbers. What's numbers got to do with drawing? What's numbers got to do with having fun? If you're having fun and I'm having fun, then there's nothing more to talk about. For me, the greatest part of my day is this part. when I just relax my mind. Let all the worries of the world just disappear. When I'm drawing, there's no worries. It's just beautiful imagination. And a lot of times I don't even know why I'm drawing this long line. Why have you drawn this long line, Kieran? What are you going to draw for us today? Look at that nib. That's all bent and buckled. What's going on with my nibs today? Shall we try you? That was a very nice feeling, though. Well, I'm just going to continue that because I love that line, the way it just came down like that. It was so natural. I just kind of dragged my pen down while my mind was, my second brain is talking about something else, you know, and my first brain is just like drawing with happiness, you know. Second brain is like talk. That's why it's important to get two brains moving. Oh, I know. I think Okay. Yes. What about if it was an anteater? Because they've got kind of like a long, kind of scraggly nose, haven't they? And they've got this strange hair. I've no idea how I'm going to get his body in there, but hey, that's part of the fun. I think if you're drawing and you're smiling, then you're on the right track. You know, I think if you're kind of drawing and you're like this, you know, it's not going to work out good for you. You know? So just try and relax your mind and try and have fun with it. Like Mr. Miro, he's kind of like very happy all the time. He's bouncing around down there, fighting with some purple monkey. And I kind of feel like Mr. Miro is more like my second brain than anything else, you know. It's like my second brain just kind of like, it's kind of bouncing around in there like playing with like a purple monkey or something, you know. Whereas my first brain is always a little bit like, yeah, but Kieran, you should do you should do this, Kieran, you should do that, Kieran, don't forget about this, don't forget about that, Kieran. Whereas my second brain is like, you know, kind of. Well, this is kind of like a fun shape. Oh, he looks so cute. Let's give him some kind of wrinklies over there on his nose. Oh. Here, Mr. Miro. He's really telling that purple monkey what to do, isn't he? Isn't he gorgeous, eh? Oh, now I don't know if this is going to be an anteater. So do anteaters have I know they've got a long kind of swirly whirly tongue. What kind of ears do they have? Well, you know, I don't need. Well, I'm sure they must have ears. I'm sure anteaters have to have ears, otherwise they wouldn't be able to hear the ants, would they? Oh, he's so cute. The nibs are really not playing nicely to this morning. I don't like you either. And there's no technical reason why I'm changing my pens, as there's so many questions about why I change pens. I changed pens because those were being horrible. Those ones didn't want to play this morning. That's as simple as my brain can explain it. It's just like doesn't feel nice. When things don't feel nice, why use them? Oh, I like that tone. Really. Right, let's give him some kind of cool type jumper. Let's give him. I need to get something in there with. Right, ears. Let's give him some ears. I'm gonna give him. Please tell me what ears does an anteater have? I'm just gonna give him these little dainty things here. Only because I have no idea what type of ears they've got. I'll give him another little dainty one on that side as well. Oh, I like him. He's so cool. Why don't you try and draw an anteater today? Oh, it's beautiful. I love the way his hair is just all kind of swished back. You know, it's like he's trying to be cool. He's kind of brushing it back, but it's like so kind of shaggy and shabby and beautiful. It's nice when you kind of can kind of just make up the character as you're kind of finding it, you know? It's such a beautiful way to draw. You know, and in a way of kind of character designing also. It's kind of like like I've drawn the ears this way. But the ears could be anything, you know? I'm sure most people probably wouldn't know what an anteater's ears look like. Well, I hope I'm not the only one anyway. And I'm going to give him a really stylish, cool, kind of collared jacket type thing, you know? Something like that. Something with a big button on it. You know? Cool. And I love the way that it just kind of the character is slowly developed as I'm moving along, you know? It makes it so enjoyable just to find your character on the paper. And back to my subject about numbers and stuff. Yes, numbers do affect me now. Numbers of, if things don't really, if I'd put up a drawing and nobody really likes it, well, of course it kind of makes me think, but only because they're sending me these kind of pieces of paper that say, "Oh, you're 27% lower than last." But in my mind, it's like I judge every drawing not by the comments, not by the kind of YouTube number scheme. I judge it by my own personal pleasure. When I drew that drawing, how did I feel? You know? What did it make me feel when I was drawing it? And at the moment, this is making me feel like the king of Mars or something. I don't know what that means, but it's like it makes me feel like I'm something really special. You know? I feel each line just... It's like taking a glass of really beautiful hot chocolate or something, you know? Each and every little line that I do makes me feel fantastic. And that alone makes me feel incredible. That makes me feel like the whole day has been beautiful because of this one drawing. The whole day is beautiful. And if you can get through, whatever you like to do, you like to bake cakes, bake a cake. Even if you give it to your neighbour or you give it to the old lady at the end of the road, the pleasure is not eating the cake. The pleasure is sometimes baking that cake, putting all the ingredients together, watching it puff up and grow and, smelling it when it comes out of the pot. That's the beauty of it. The same with the drawing. The drawing is sometimes never the final piece, but it's the process of drawing. For me, it's like putting down this one line. Look at that one line. It's just so beautiful. For me, it's just that thick blob at the beginning and then scraping it out. It's such a beautiful, beautiful feeling in my body. And doing all these little squiggly lines underneath. Look at that. For me, that's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful feeling. And that's something that it's very, very, very difficult to explain. The beauty and the love and the care and the excitement that I feel when I'm drawing. I can't really second it to anything. This is one of the most incredible feelings on earth. Kind of like you're creating something. I mean, what a beautiful little creature. Why has he got this strange kind of space-like, almost like he's a doctor or something, And I don't think I've even ever seen a jacket like this before in my life. But isn't it just beautiful? It's just such a beautiful feeling. Drawing the buttons, and the buttons aren't even perfect circles. They're just how you feel about them. I mean, it's just... it's beautiful. You know, sometimes I'm working on quite a few different books and things at the moment, and sometimes I get so lost up in the drawings and the painting and the I just I forget to do things like video them or sometimes I just get lost in the whole enjoyment of it, and the book is like secondary. Why? Because I'm enjoying the whole process. And if you can go through your life, if you can go through your day and you can feel that beauty, feel that incredible glow inside you from doing anything, whether it's drawing or painting or baking or whatever, exercising, whatever it is that makes you feel that's the beauty of life. You know, that's why I can sit and do this all day long. All day long, every day. Every day of the week. I never get tired of it. I get tired of the numbers. Your drawing got 27 likes today. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's about all you can say. It's like, it's about, well, that's a shame. I thought, like this drawing, is it valued by how many people like it? Is it valued by what numbers YouTube give me? Is it valued that way? No, definitely not. Definitely not. When I was working at Disney and things like that, we never even thought about numbers. I mean, maybe the big executives were thinking about, ew, how many billions we will make this year. But the artists, no. The artists were never thinking about the numbers of it. We were thinking about the artwork. We were thinking about how incredible the story is, or how beautiful the appeal of the characters were. I mean, I have no idea even why I've given him such big, kind of clumpy, hairy feet. But I love it. It fits the character so well. It's just, for me, I could sit and watch me draw all day. I shouldn't say that, should I? I shouldn't say that. But, if somebody was to talk to me about horses and they love horses, or they would talk to me about baking cakes and they really loved it, I'm sure I could listen to them all day long, just talking. Why do you love baking? Well, because the smell of it, and when you do this with it, and when you do that with it, yeah, I can feel that, I can see why you would. And even with a drawing, there's so many different stages of the drawing. It's like, this for me is like me exploring the ink, exploring the line, finding the character in that paper. He's in that paper somewhere, and I'm finding it. I'm digging him out like I'm digging up dinosaur bones or something. He's in that paper, and I'm just finding him. And that process is just so beautiful. I'm just making every line was never there before. So it's like some kind of great adventure. And then you have the point of, I will say, oh, had a fantastic day, beautiful drawing, fantastic, great. And then I put it on the side, like this big stacks of drawings, and you see them. There's stacks of drawings all over my house. It's like, my house is like a big kind of drawing storeroom, There's hundreds of them, thousands of them. And then you go back to it. Maybe in 3 days I'll think, right, I need to paint that one. I'll put him in a book. He'll be what. And then I'll find the drawing, and then I'll sit there and I'll look at the drawing and I'll think, wow, I love that. Oh, I remember Oh, I remember when I started to draw the. Was I going to draw the head round and fat? Was I going to? And then I drew that mouth. Oh, I remember that. Oh, you got to like reliving all that beautiful memories of drawing it, and it's just incredible. It's just a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And then you got to the color stage. You start to, you have to put it down, scan it, and then you paint it. And you start adding the colors, and then a different enjoyment comes from finding the colors and painting it. And so you got so many different levels of enjoyment and excitement and love. Love is a big part of it. It's like, finding all these different elements of it. The colouring in and the inking in and the revising, going back and looking and finding these drawings. That's such a beautiful stage of it. Going and digging through all the old drawings and painting some of them up. Putting them in postcards, putting them on prints. And that's just such a beautiful thing. And then once it's painted and it's drawn up and everything is up there, you've got that beautiful stage of it being a print, being a limited edition, being a book illustration, and it has another life. So each drawing has this multiple stages of life through its existence, And I think each one is huge enjoyment for the artist. For me, I will look back at this drawing and I will think, oh, I remember that. And it will make me feel so excited again. And then the painting, and then the printing, and the selling, when people come forward and buy prints, and you think, oh my God, I sold 20 prints of that one. How beautiful to think someone has that printed. Somebody has that somewhere in their house. Or it will appear in a book, and I will get comments from people like saying, "Oh, my favorite one was the Anteater." I say, "Wow, really? Oh, I love the Anteater. He's so blah 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 blah." So yeah, being an artist is one of the lucky stages of life. It's what makes my life a beautiful thing. Truly. I worked in animation for 10,000 million years, and all the people that I met, all the clients that I met were incredible people, and some of them I still hear from today, Some of the artists that I worked with, they're real artists. They never even thought about numbers. They draw something that is just incredible. And some of those artists you've probably never even heard of. But amazing they are. And I have definitely worked with some of the best people on the planet. Some of them I've shared houses with, and being an artist definitely is a joy. Look at that. You are beautiful, you know that? You are so beautiful. I'm so pleased with that. So very, very, very pleased with them. What a beautiful character. It's almost like he needs a story of his own, What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. And I find my beautiful brush and I put a lovely big frame around him. love doing this. I just love it. It's like when Rembrandt has done his oil painting, and he has to find a beautiful golden frame for it. This is exactly how I feel. I have to put a beautiful black ink frame. Beautiful. And every frame is original. Every single frame is unique. Every single frame is different. If you want me to put a splash here or a splash there or a splash there, whatever. And every one is unique. Every one is different. And that, for me, is an incredible drawing. There is no amount of numbers that will make me feel any more beauty, any more excitement than that already has given me today. For me, I love that. I really love that. I mean, he's just such a gorgeous character. I love it already. I love it so much. But I would love to hear from you. I would love to get a comment about what you feel about it. And let's hope it gets 1 billion likes and all the numbers go crazy. But for now, as an artist, I'm an extremely happy person. I'm an extremely happy person because I've drawn this today. And I feel incredible. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this wonderful drawing with me today. And I hope you will come back again. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I will see you again very soon. Send me some comments. Tell me what you feel. I'd love to hear from you. Okay? I will see you again very, very soon. Today's Anteater. He's so cute, isn't he? Okay, see you again soon. Bye-bye.